5 minutes into this ride, Kari's already snacking. It is like 10:15-ish, and we're on beautiful Lake Jocassee, and we rented a pontoon boat. Here we go. This is Lake Jocassee, and it was voted the #1 best lake for swimming by USA Today. It is located in the upper northwest corner of South Carolina and has several hidden waterfalls to explore.
We made it to the waterfall!
Not only does it have waterfalls, but this is an absolutely gorgeous lake for boating, and there is even a suspension bridge to check out.
Lake Jocassee, you are too cool.
After renting our pontoon boat for the day, our guide provided us with a map to the waterfalls, and we're going to head out for what should be one epic day of fun in the sun. Let's get going. The hardest part to getting to Lake Jocassee is actually just getting into Devil's Fork State Park. This is the only public area where you can enter the park, so you have to either get there extremely early or you can book a reserved parking spot online for $50. If you're looking to rent a pontoon boat, this is ideal because you park right next to the dock. It is probably the closest you can possibly get, making it very easy to carry anything you want to your pontoon boat.
If you get lucky enough to reserve a day parking pass, which is the closest parking lot to the dock, you do have to carry all the stuff that you're bringing with you from the parking lot over to the dock. It's not a super long walk, but just be prepared and pack lightly, which you know we're never good at.
Let's go, bud. Let's go. I told him about the, okay, so how long?
Aye, aye, Captain.
We drifted.
Well, we finally have taken off on our boat. It was quite we'll just say our guide was a little bit flustered. Our boat was missing an anchor, it was missing a rope, and our fuel tank says that it's empty, but he said every time the boats come in, they fill it up. Some of them are just broken. So we're hoping we don't run out of gas out on the middle of the lake, but we're off.
So a bit about Lake Jocassee. From my understanding, it is now a state park, but I don't think it always was, because there are houses built here, and there is only one dock to get on this lake that is a public ramp. But if you had a house built here before it became a state park, I believe they are allowed to keep those, and you can see some of these beautiful mansions as soon as you leave the dock.
Stop today is a 100-foot rock wall. They say some people have jumped off of this. I don't know that we'll be that daring today. There are already a few pontoon boats parked up here, so we're gonna go check it out. There are a lot of ways you can explore Lake Jocassee. So you can rent a pontoon boat like Tyler and I did. There's also a place to rent kayaks and paddle boards. They also have Lake Jocassee tours, and there are also groups out here right now that are currently diving. So there's also dive tours you can go on. The most important thing is trying to get a day pass parking permit, because there are very few and they sell out very quickly. However, during high season, if you do rent a pontoon but you don't have a parking spot inside the park, there are shuttles that take you to and from a separate parking area. So we're from Central California, if you don't know, and there are some cool lakes where we grew up, but everything, if you visited there in the summer, is like dead and dry. So one thing we love about the lakes out here is how green everything is. All the trees around it. We remember thinking this when we were in Maine as well, and the same goes for all the lakes we went to here in South Carolina. Everything is so lush and so green. It's so beautiful. I could spend every day of summer doing this. I love being out on the lake.
All right, everybody. You gotta test out the water when you're here at Lake Jocassee. It is warm.
Really?
I thought it was gonna be way colder. This is like good swimming water.
The gentleman did say the water here is always what, like 70 something degrees?
Yep. Welcome to Lake Jocassee.
And we have the best boat dog ever with us today. Also, if you want to bring your dog with you, we rented our pontoon through Jocassee Kiowee Boat Rentals. They allow dogs. The boat rental place that's on site at the state park does not allow dogs. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to bring your best bud with you. I hope the colors are coming through on this GoPro because it is so beautiful out here. I don't know that the pictures and videos will do this place justice. Little rolling foothills all around us, trees everywhere, beautiful greenery. I mean, this place is amazing. This place is truly amazing.
Oh.
Talk about a dad right here.
All right. Hardcore map and all. We are headed towards Laurel Falls. I kept thinking we were on the straightaway. Kari and I could not figure this out to save our life, so we kept on pushing forward. And this is actually the fork. So we're on Laurel Fork right now, and our first waterfall, the one our guide said was the best, is coming up.
Did you really bring your goggles?
Every time. I forgot them noodling, but they're here. Woo! It gets real cold real fast. Okay, I just came into Laurel Falls. Holy fuck. That was worth it.
Good thing you're a swimmer.
Yeah. You have to park your boat, and it was kind of stressful, but once we got it settled, you swim into this little canyon area, and then you get to see this. So don't be fooled. It looks cool from far away, but you have to get in this far to see the waterfall. All right, on to the next one.
Okay, first waterfall, amazing. The gentleman who set us up with our boat said the next one we're going to is kind of like not as good. We're still gonna go check it out, but it's a little hard to navigate your boats in here because it's a small little cove, but we highly recommend getting off of your boat and swimming over around the corner because that's where you really get the coolest views of this waterfall. And it's crazy how much the water temperature changes from where you like park your boat to where you get over to the waterfall. It gets to be freezing, so be prepared for that, but for the best views, you have to get out and swim around the cove and check it out. We didn't want to leave Spencer on the boat because we weren't sure what he would do if he would jump off and like go looking for us. So Tyler, being the great swimmer that he is, pulled us over on the little float that came with our boat. So Spencer and I got to ride over. So I didn't have to suffer through the cold water.
She actually
Tyler
doesn't
did.
know how cold it is.
Yeah, so I don't know. But from what I'm told, someone said, don't let your dog fall in because he'll freeze to death. So.
Did they say that?
Yeah. All right, we're pulling up our anchor and we are going to head to waterfall number 2. I cannot get over how beautiful beautiful this lake is. I could just ride around on this boat all day. It's so green and so pretty. You can see like the emerald color in the water. Gorgeous. We have made it to like the northernmost point of the lake. There's this really cool bridge up ahead that you can walk across, and there's a beach under it you can hang out. So that's going to be our next stop.
Watch out for our feet. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Anchored.
And according to our map, we are technically now in North Carolina. Here is the state line. Here is where we are, North Carolina.
All right, so we left the Devil's Fork State Park. We worked our way up the lake. We worked all the way up to Laurel's Fork Falls. After that, we left, and now we headed to the end of the Toxaway section, the little side route, and now we are technically at the very end, and we are going to check out the Foothills Trail suspension bridge. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. This is so cool.
Ooh, it's a little wobbly. Whoa.
Okay, so that was the first one. Well, we're coming up to the longer one that looks out over the lake.
These bridges are so cool.
The Toxaway River. Thing is awesome. So far, this has been my favorite part. The other waterfall was absolutely beautiful, but this is just really cool to walk on a suspension bridge across the state line into North Carolina. I didn't even know this was a trail system out here. Really just a beautiful time of year too. It's not too hot out. It actually feels really good.
Are we gonna go to the other bridge?
Want to go see that one again?
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know if you can hear the cicadas. They are still alive and kicking.
Oh, this bridge is so wobbly.
This one is crazy.
Woo-hoo. This section is super cool. There are some primitive campsites out here. Something we're definitely gonna look into to see how to access them, whether it's only backpacking in. We did see on their website there are some campsites that are boat in only, so these could potentially be them, but a super cool area if you're interested in backpacking out in the wilderness, right next to the river. Super cool. Good job, babe. The lengths we're going to see all of these cool things here at the lake. Okay, we've checked out one waterfall. We went and checked out the bridge. Now it's time for us to have some lunch before we head off and check out just a few more waterfalls before it's time to return our boat.
You gonna ride a banana, anybody? I'm gonna make a mess. Delicious. This is by far the best adventure we have done recently. If you're looking for anything fun to do in South, North, South Carolina, I'd say South North Carolina. If you're looking for anything fun to do in South Carolina, this is it. Lake Jocassee. Gosh dang, it's hard to get a parking spot, but if you book ahead, it's $50 to reserve a spot. But you get to pick the day, get out here, get on a pontoon boat, and see some waterfalls. Quite very cool of a spot. Great relaxed time, spot to have lunch, enjoy the water and the views. And now we are headed off to a couple more waterfalls. We have about 3 hours left of this pontoon rental. Let's finish off Lake Jocassee.
Okay, the next one we're coming to is either Mill Creek or Millie Creek. It's like crossed out with the marker on our map. But this one you can see like clearly from the lake. So this is a good one to go to. Super easy to see right from the water. But it does look like there's people actually out swimming underneath the falls. So this might be a cool one to go swim underneath. Okay, we were just about to jump in to go swim to this waterfall, and a group of people were on a boat next to us, and they said, hey, just FYI, there's a snake swimming around in the water over here. So absolutely not, we will not be getting in the water here to go swim under this waterfall. Oh my, I think I just saw it pop up its head.
Did you?
Right over there near the rocks. So absolutely not, we will not be swimming in this water here. We will be going to the next waterfall and observing this one from our boat. Let you know you've made it. We've kind of been relying on where we see boats congregating, and like I said, our map on our phone, GPS, as well as the map that they gave us. So no real markers to tell you like you're getting close or that you're at the correct area. We are about to come up to the third waterfall today. This one is called Wright Creek Falls.
Hey, Bob. He's like, heck no. Heck no.
What did you think, Boo-Boo? What did you think? Huh? Oh. Waterfall number 3, and even Spencer got to go underneath. I don't know that he's a happy camper about it.
I don't know if he loved it. All right, we just finished Wright Creek Falls. Honestly, most beautiful, I think, of them all. I think our first one was actually really good too. Laurel Falls, pretty beautiful. But Wright Creek's probably one of the best hangout spot if you want to just hang out in the water. We may have time to go see the last one. It's not far from here. We'll drive. We're gonna go check it out real quick, get some photos, but that's gonna wrap it up. Probably won't get out swim at that one or dock, but let's see if we can make it. Okay, like we just said, we're gonna go to the last one. We have about an hour and 15 minutes left of this pontoon rental, and boy, did I forget how much the sun can burn you. Don't forget your sunscreen. So, oh my gosh, if I'm up here, who's steering? She's doing it.
He's only letting me go like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, we got her on a speed limit. Don't trust her full throttle. Whoa! Where are you going? So anyways, Kari's going about 5. Honestly, it's probably more like 3 miles an hour. She just has a need for speed, so if we don't keep her in check.
How do I make it go faster?
Oh boy, that's exactly why you're going 5 miles an hour. She said, how do I make it go faster? Hold on, let me do a deck check. Make sure nothing's gonna fly. This is her job, but I'll do it. All right, here, bub. Come here with me. Right here. Up. He's in his spot. We're all set. You push up on the thing.
Here?
Not super fast. Go. Keep going. There we go.
Leave it there?
Let's leave it there.
We're gonna go check out waterfall number 4. This will be our 4th and final waterfall of our day here on Lake Jocassee. The 4th and final waterfall is called what?
Lower Whitewater Falls.
Is Lower Whitewater Falls. You will ride by the power plant, so if you see it and think you're not going in the right direction, you are. You just have to ride past it. It's up in the corner just north of the power plant. Well, unfortunately, we couldn't get up super close to that one because there was a boat there hanging out and there's not a whole lot of room to get up and park. And we only have like 30 minutes left till we have to be back with our boat, so we didn't really want to park it and swim over and risk being late. But that one's a pretty cool one too. If you get there earlier in the day when the sun's right on it, it could be a nice cool spot to hang out. There's like a bunch of big rocks you can get out and sit on. There were some people doing that while we were there. Overall, I think all the waterfalls have something really cool and unique about them, and they're all like fun to see. So if you have the opportunity to come out here and rent a pontoon and spend the day on Lake Jocassee, we highly recommend it because there's tons to do and lots to see. Time to head back.
I'll pick it up a little.
Today was such a good day. I'm so sad that it's over, but we had our rental for 8 hours. It actually flew by. So much to do and see out here. This is really, if you're in the Carolina area, highly recommend checking out Lake Jocassee.
It's worth it.